Hey everybody, it's Miranda here with a project share for Imaginarium Designs, and I created another layout, which I actually really like this one surprisingly. Layouts are not my forte. I typically like an altered art or off the page type project, but I like to do layouts too, and I usually go by the Prima BAP sketch. It kind of gives me a guideline. I like to always do that each month. So this was based on the June sketch last month. I haven't got it on chipboard yet, so it's kind of flimsy, but I will. I'd always adhere mine to 12 by 12 chipboard. But I used the Sunrise Sunset paper, which I'd had for forever, and finally pulled it out and used it. And this paper is just so pretty with this lace, and that's all vintage looking. So my inspiration behind this was Adrienne Ford. She is she's bar none the best layout maker ever. I just adore her work so incredibly much. She's much more bold, she's just not afraid of color. So of course I can't do as amazing as she does because I'm scared of color, but she definitely inspired this layout by like this area. So what I did is I just used a ton of Imaginarium chipboards on here, which I'll show you, but the background work is I just used a Prima mask. It's the clock one, and I used my shimmers patina in the textures, and it looks like this, you guys. It's like the most amazing modeling paste you'll ever use in your life. It's the textures right there. It's just awesome shimmery goodness. So I used that and just put the clocks randomly on there. Hopefully you can see just how shimmery and thick that stuff is. And then I took I think it's a Heidi Swap Moroccan mask. I think it's called Moroccan Lattice maybe. I can't quite remember, y'all. But then I just used Martha Stewart Crackle Medium. So these are all crackled if my camera will focus on it, hopefully. Little tiny crackles in all of these little masked areas. So I did that. I did a little tear up here. I always tend to do this on my layouts and then piece it back together with safety pins, or these are grommet pins. And then down here I did a little tear as well, and I tucked a little piece of a Prima spray, a little piece off of this one, and tucked it out of the tear, lined a little piece. In the sketch, this is the first time I kind of loosely followed the sketch. Usually I follow it spot on, but it had circles and squares and stuff, so I kind of just interpreted that, you know, in my own way. So this is why I put that little piece of a frame down there, because half a circle. I put a little chipboard flower here, or not flower, butterfly, you guys. I love these butterflies from Imaginarium. And I have little pieces of paper randomly, which you'll see up here more, and they are actually from the packaging on this one. The packaging in this spray is just so beautiful, so I had to use it. There was a squared area here in the sketch, so I just kind of used these Ingold Balm resin pieces to mimic that, and I just used two of them, one up there and then one down here. So what I did here is I just took some tissue tape, some Tim Holtz tissue tape, and it had gears on it because I can't have anything be too girly. I have to add a little bit of grunge to it, I guess. So it had gears on it, and I just randomly added it on here. And I did it all in the background, but learning from my mistakes, I should have just put it all down and then marked around my stuff, you know, like I've done in the past, so I didn't waste so much product, because I did use quite a bit back there that got covered up. But I just randomly added the tape all the way around there. And then I took a Graphic 45 stamp. It's from the Ladies Diary set, and it's just little script writing. I just used frayed burlap and randomly stamped all the way around. You can just barely see it in some areas, all the way around it. So then I added my embellishments down. This is a chipboard clock from Imaginarium Designs, and I just used dry sand chalk edger by Ingold Balm to color it. I took an Ingold Balm resin piece and I broke it in half, and I can't remember the name of this frame, you guys, please excuse me, but I broke it in half, and then broke a little chunk off of it still after that, because I wanted it to be, you know, kind of distressed and old-timey looking. And I just cut my picture in a circle to fit on the inside of there and place the resin pieces at the top and bottom of it. So I have another little piece of that frame over here, just kind of going out the side of it. I have some of that packaging I was telling you about going out there, and you'll see it kind of coming out just randomly in the background up there too. I have one of the little light bulbs from Ingold Balm, the typo bulbs, I can't think of the name, typo bulbs, y'all. I have one of the big ladybird flowers from Prima, which are so amazing, you guys. I love these so much. I have quite a few packs, but I hoard them because I don't want to use them. And a little tip, these are really flat, and I don't know if you can tell, this one looks kind of scrunched up. It's really easy to do this, you guys, and I feel like it gives it a lot more dimension. I just take it and turn it over and put a big bead of hot glue on the bottom side, and then when it's about lukewarm, you know, when it's not so hot that it's going to burn your fingers off, I just kind of start pushing into the bottom of my flower, and it just kind of makes it draw up just a teeny tiny bit. I mean, you can add more and do more if you want to, but I like that look, just how it was. Okay, so then I just have a Prima spray over here. Again, my favorite Prima sprays ever invented. I wish I had like an endless supply of these, but I don't. I'm out now. But I gessoed these sides of it, or the leaves, a little bit, and I love all these little tendrils coming out. I curled those with my paintbrush if they weren't already curled. And then I just have the, I think it's called the skeletal flower from Imaginarium Designs, and this is one that Louise designed. She designs beautiful, beautiful ones. She has peacock feathers and stuff too. So I painted it with gesso and then just distressed up the edges of it with frayed burlap. And when I had everything on here how I liked, I just took a paintbrush and a couple of colors of shimmers. I used Olive Branch Spritz, Pop Art Spritz, or Pop Art Vibes, and then I used Treasured Hem Spritz. Those are the three that I used. I just took my paintbrush and randomly painted all the way around, because you can control it much, much more if you use a paintbrush. And I didn't want to get like my flowers or anything. I just wanted it in the background light and subtle. So that's what I did. I just did pink and green and a very light brown all the way around my embellishments. And then when I was done with that, I just took it and kind of randomly splattered off of my paintbrush to get some drips, random drippage going all the way around. I also stamped with a little clock stamp in some random places, which you can just barely tell. But that is basically it, you guys, for my layout. I hope that you like it, and I want to link you guys, because I really want you guys to know about Adrienne Ford's work if you're not familiar with it. I mean, most of you guys probably are, but she seriously inspires me. Every time I see a layout from her, I just want to go make a layout, and layouts aren't even my thing. But I'm going to link her blog down below, you guys. She's seriously stunning. So check out her work, you guys, and I hope you like my project. I will link the Imaginarium Designs blog below as well. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.